Hello, welcome to round 6 of the GT3 World Championship here at Brands Hatch. As the cars will be ready to go here for an amazing race, here we go. That's Ian Hitchlin, pole position. Maximilian got second, Harrison Clark third. Harrison Clark already being pressured by the Aston Martin. Will Ian Hitchlin stay in the lead? Harrison Clark already going side by side with Maximilian Gotts on the first lap. There is Harry Noland, and that is the Aston Martin of Sally Yoluk on the other side of him. There, I believe, is Jake Harrison behind in the Porsche. Harrison Clark already makes the move on Maximilian Gotts and will maybe try and go for the win today. He didn't have a very good race weekend yesterday, but let's hope he can actually get it together again and not have any problems today. Here at Brands Hatch, it is very, very sunny in Kent, and we are very thankful that the weather decided to be on our side. Now, I'm starting to see that Ian Hitchlin's quite pulling away, and yes, you're probably thinking, Ian Hitchlin is in a BMW. That is the new Mercedes he is driving for the rest of the year. Luckily, they were a nice team offering to come into the series, and hopefully they can have some good titles on them. Here is the back markers that we don't normally get to see, because it tends to be the drama at the front, but they are really packed up coming into Paddock Hill Bend, one of the hardest corners. You will see. Oh, there goes the Audi. The Audi looks like a side by side. Here is I think that's the Aston. That's on board on the bonnet of the Aston. See, he's just pushing on to the. Because you can see how close everyone is to them. Now we're going to look at what he actually looks like from our views. There he is, the number 97. Look at how many people are going side by side. I believe this might be Maximilian Gotts. Yes, it is. Looks like Maximilian Gotts on board of the bumper. As we can see, yep, that is Maximilian Gotts. As we can check on the bonnet, he is just watching Harry Nolan chase down Harrison Clark, but that's going to be a good fight after. Here they come on to the third lap. That is Maximilian Gotts, being also pressured down in the back, right behind him. And we do have some news about next year having quite a lot more tracks added. And you might recognise some, as they are quite famous. But yes, this racetrack, Brands Hatch, is still going to be in it. One of many's all-time favourites. Loads of people love Brands Hatch. That's why we wanted to host it at Brands Hatch. It is an amazing circuit for a lot of GT cars to test their skills. It is a very hard track. And here's Ian Hitchlin. He's got quite a far lead. That looks to maybe be 3 to 2 seconds. I would say 3 seconds there. And yes, I'm not going to even try and test how long it is. Now push to the end. I believe is what his race engineer is probably saying. Will he get the win today? 2 wins in a row? I don't know. Here's the Porsche Jake Harrison that we've come back to. Quite a claustrophobic pack. If you're claustrophobic and you're in this car with all these cars around you, probably won't be the best. But yes, he will be trying to catch the slipstream of the Audi to maybe get some speed. Looks like he might be falling back. There is Mirko Bortolossi right behind him. And right behind that is Hein Coronel. In front, I can't tell who it is. It's an Audi. I don't know who it is. I'm trying to think who it is. Whatever. Now this is a great straight. I love that straight. It's just a massive dip. You guys might like it too. It's a good part of the track. It is your race championship leader. Your championship leader. This is the guy leading the championship so far. And if he wins the championship, he will be first title of the series would go to him. And first title of the series can be really, really special. That's why he's really determined to win. And this is the 6th race, and there is 12 races in total, which means that this is the halfway point of the season. I know, it's going quick. And yes, the races aren't that very spread out. They tend to be around about 1 week or a week and a half. This one was delayed because of the crane. Yesterday was meant to be the day that it was meant to be... did Harrison just go wide there? I think he did. Yeah, it was meant to be yesterday. But of course, crane broke in Red Bull Ring and they've been fixing it all week. Which meant not many of these guys really had that much practice, except from a little someone who practiced for about 18 hours on the track. Have a guess. If you said Harrison Clark, yes, you're right. Here is the Audi number 3. I swear I don't know any of the names of the Audis, except for Michael Winkelhock. We don't tend to see the Audis. There is Tim Slade actually behind him, probably pressuring him a little bit to fall back. Is that Deisu Itu by chance in front? Looks like it. Is that Leo? Yeah, behind. Could be someone else. Here is Ian Hitchley. He's still got a good lead compared to everyone else, which could mean he could win, he could not. If Harrison maybe pushes himself a little bit more, he could probably get the win today. But we never know in the series. It can be anyone who wins. To be honest, we never know. That's what makes the series quite fun to watch. Hope you guys find it fun to watch too. I think. Wait a minute. Is Harry Newland dropped back or is he gaining? I'll have to check into that. Yeah. And I will actually tell you about a last conversation that we basically had. Actually, but later on the few tracks are coming in. You might know Miami, Valunga. Oh, here is the inside of Harrison Clark. Yeah, so Miami, Valunga, Mexico City, Circuit of the Americas, and a couple more. And it might be quite interesting for the GT cars to handle quite long tracks for them, but we'll see how they handle next year. And there will be some videos, maybe shorts on the testing to show you how it's going. Here is the Porsche. Don't know what car this is. Don't know what bumper this is. Might have a little clue in a minute, but sure it's a Porsche. I need to look into these things. We're about to go into Mirko Bortolotti. Here he is. Oh, they're going side by side. Is that Salioluk? Can't tell. I think it is Salioluk. Now they're side by side. Has Mirko Bortolotti got the place? Now he's side by side. He's gone around the outside of the move. Has he got the place? Looks like Aston Martin's going to try and fight back, but Mirko Bortolotti stays with the place. Will not be overtaken. Great defense by him, and he will push away from him, hopefully. That's what he hopes to get away as far as he can. There is the pack. A lot of packs in GT series and that what makes it very interesting. Now we're back on to the two fighters. There is Harry Nolan, and well, that looks like he's gained a lot of time. Could possibly mean that he could be fighting for first place if Harrison catches up to Ian Hitchlin. That could mean he could sneak around both of them. Could happen, could not. Possibility of happening. Uncertainly, possibly, unlikely is what I'm going to go for. And yes, this is the most laps in all the racetracks. It's 37 laps of Brands Hatch, and that's only 24 cars. Only 24. And I'm saying only, but that's a lot of cars for Brands Hatch. Brands Hatch is a very small track. But still, that I'm basically trying to say that there is going to be a very early on lapping. That's what I'm basically going to say. Quite early on lapping. This pack is looking quite dangerous, you know. Bentley might try and get Maximilian Gotts, I think, or Stephen Kane. Here's Harrison Clark right on the back of Ian Hitchlin. And now the side by side. Is Harrison going to back off? No, he's not going to have the acceleration. But now we'll try and pick up the slipstream. And there is Harry Nolan at the back. Now Harrison Clark, you don't think he should go for the move there. If you're going to go side by side, one's going to crash out, so that's why he probably might have backed out of that. Harrison Clark now keeping the slipstream, might have to go up the inside. Now the side by side, this is a really, really, really dangerous place to go out side by side. Now this is really, really, really close racing, and Ian Hitchlin decides to get the move back, but now Harrison Clark is looking sneaky. Now they're still side by side, coming in to the last corner. Now they're still side by side. Is Harrison going to have the run? Looks like Ian Hitchlin has the run, and he will block him. But Harrison might have the slipstream to go again on Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, he's looking for it. He's backed out. It's a bad place to make a move, and now that means Harry Nolan has now come straight up to the back of him, which could be a dangerous pack. Here is what happened on the 12th lap. I believe there was contact. Oh my word. Oh, they both go drifting. Is Harrison okay? I believe he said that he was being dangerous. I did see a lot of swerving. Race control going to be looking into that. That was a little bit dangerous from Ian Hitchlin, but Harrison might get his revenge now and go for the move. He will try and keep the slipstream. Harry Nolan try and keep the slipstream too. Now is Paddock Hill Bend the right time to keep trailing down? Harrison Clark goes quite wide there. Now this is a really dangerous part. Now the McLaren of Harry Nolan tries to look up the inside. Harrison Clark has to give him room. But here is Maximilian Gotts on the 19th lap. Looks like the Bentley might be looking for a move. Is he going to look for it? And the other Bentley might be looking at the Audi. So Stephen Kane looking on Maximilian Gotts, Callum McLeod looking on the Audi. Here is the pack of three. Looks like Harry Nolan has actually overtaken Ian Hitchlin and Harrison Clark, which means that Harry Nolan will be leading the race and Harrison Clark is second place. Now Ian Hitchlin has dropped 2 places. Well, he's not going to be happy about that move. Will he try and go up the inside of Harrison Clark to try and gain some more pace and win the race? Here is Harrison Clark still pushing to try and get Harry Nolan. He wants this win today. So is it going to be something that he will be able to achieve at Brands Hatch. So far, everyone's driven really well. It's a hard track, really thin, with some really hard corners, and I think everyone's done so well. But they still have 17 laps to go before the race is completely finished. Harrison Clark getting the slipstream, and will he try and go for the move? Is he going to try and look up the inside? I don't know, but Harrison Clark still on the back of Harry Noland. He might have a moment there. Here is actually the inside of the Porsche of Jake Harrison. You see the steering wheel is much different to every single other car. See, the Bentleys are both now looking a great opportunity for both of them, or Maximilian Gotts, and get them some points. But will the Porsche... it looks like the Bentley might be going for the move there in front. But will the Porsche get the Callum McLeod? He's looking around the outside of the corner. Looks like he did not get the move. Now the Porsche will be looking. Now looks like the Bentley nearly got the move there, which could have snatched Maximilian Gott's fourth place. Fourth place. Here is the actual outside of what we were just inside. 28th lap, and looks like the two Frontiers are lapping cars by now, but that can also help Harrison a lot. That lapped cars will slow Harry Nolan down, which could mean Harrison Clark still has a chance at winning the race. Is it going to happen? Possibly. Much better possibility there. Now Harrison Clark still taking up the slipstream, now on the 30th lap, getting closer and closer, but will there be enough time to be able to push and get the move? This might be a very dramatic last lap, because Harrison Clark is only basically gaining by about half a tenth or a tenth, which could mean that he might have a chance on the last lap, which means could be a possible win if he makes it right. Here's on board of Harrison Clark, still pushing on Harry Nolan. Harry Nolan really using the power of the McLaren to get away from Harrison Clark. Here is Maximilian Gotts. Looks like one of the Bentleys of Stephen Kane has got past. No. Stephen Kane's just gone round the outside now. They were side by side. Now is the other Bentley going to look for a move? Maximilian Gotts is giving him the space. And there goes the Bentley up the inside. And there's two places gone on the same corner. Not going to be happy about that, and neither will the team be. Here is more of the packs. There's Marcus Cottenham coming out, Michael Winkelhock, Tim Slade, and Leo, I think. It's too quick for me. And then behind is another Audi. Is that the black and blue Audi? No, that is not. Is that Aaron? Not Leo, whatever. There's the Apex Motorsport McLaren over there. At the front of this whole pack. You see the other cars behind on the other straight on the other side of the track. Could be Harrison Clark, and Harry Noland. That could be them. Here's Tim Slade trying to defend on Aaron. But will it happen? Now we might look for a move around Michael Winkelhock. He's still trying to push and get through out of this corners. Now, will he get the slipstream to be able to go on the other corner coming up? Here is the bumper view. Will it be smooth enough of exit? And now he's going to be looking up the inside, but he has to back off because there is not enough space for him. Here is Harry Noland with a good lead, but Harrison Clark still pushing on. Well, if Harry Noland gets this overtake, that means Harrison Clark could be held up. Harry Noland does not get the overtake, and that means it's going to make it much harder, and Harrison Clark will be able to go for the move, but it is so close to the end. Will Harry Noland get his first win, I believe? I'm not too sure though. Yes, if he wins this will be his first ever win, so that means a lot of pressure on him to get through the last couple of laps and win the race. He's been absolutely amazing today, but Harrison Clark still trying to push to the end and try and get the move. He is on the last lap. Will he be able to handle all the pressure and be able to keep Harrison off and make his first ever win come true and get 20 points for the RGM McLaren? Oh, Harrison Clark's right on the back of him. Where's he going to go? Harrison Clark goes up for the dive bomb, and now Harry Noland. Great defense of Harrison Clark has a moment as they make contact. Harry Noland still keeps the place, and that means if Harry Noland can get round this corner cleanly, he will be able to win the Brands Hatch Grand Prix. Here he comes. Harry Noland wins here at Brands Hatch. So the results are Harry Noland in first place. Second place is Harrison Clark. Third place is Ian Hitchlin. Fourth place is Stephen Kane. Fifth place is Callum McLeod. Next race is at Bahrain. What a hot one that will be. I hope you can be there to watch.